What's good people? Welcome back to Whole Views. Thank you for clicking the thumbnail. My name is Corey, and today we're going to be talking about 65. So 65 is a sci-fi movie starring Adam Driver, and I want to say that I thought this movie was one that got shafted with this run of movies that was coming out early 2023. Like we're in March when this movie is being released, and it's like there's so many other things. Each week there's something big that's coming out in March of 2023, and I figured 65 is gonna get buried, man. On top of the fact that the marketing was real quiet to me, it's not everywhere. They didn't spend a whole bunch. I just thought to myself, I think I'll wait on this one and I'll wait until it comes out on demand and I'll catch it at home. I'm not gonna shuffle my schedule so I can see 65. And I feel like I'm glad that I did. This was not a good movie to me. This was a movie that is marked by missed opportunities. Like they had the chance to do something really intriguing and they chose to do something that is very basic, and that's just my opinion. But let me explain myself a little bit further. When you look at my overall score, it's gonna be like 5.4 out of 10. The score is gonna be carried by the visuals, the entertainment value, and the pace. That's pretty much the only positives about the movie. Because the story's trash. The story is just garbage, and it's full of places where they could have enriched the film and got people way more connected and just made people care a lot more, and they just didn't. So this is a spoiler review, and we're going to talk about the movie specifically and some of the questions that the movie left me with. But I want to go over the positives first, and we're going to do visuals, pace, and entertainment value all wrapped up in one. And here's the thing. The dinosaur stuff was cool. It was definitely enough to keep anybody watching. But if you watch the whole movie, you will know and you will feel like they missed a huge opportunity to do something more intriguing than just shoot dinosaurs. And that is really all the movie is when you boil it down, which is why the rewatchability of the movie is so low. Like there's no reason to revisit this unless you want to check and see if you missed something. But I don't feel like you did because there was not much there to miss. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes watching a movie and having questions after can be a good thing. There are several different movies that when the credits roll and the people walking out of the theater, they're having discussions about theoretically what possibly happened. Like what really went on with this? What's really going on with that? Do you think there'll be a sequel where they can build on this, and this? Like those things are cool things to talk about when you're coming out of a movie. Here in this movie, though, there's not a lot of opportunities for that. The questions that lie in this movie, and we're about to get into spoilers, those questions really just frustrate you a whole lot. First question would be, where do these people come from? Now, listen, I know that the planet has a name and they show you the name of that planet at the beginning of the movie. But if you do more to explain what's the world like that these people live in, give me some more about their planet, their culture, who they are. It would negate a lot of other questions as it relates to the movie and the way things just unraveled. Like one question that could have been answered would have been, what's the point of this mission? I know, and the movie tells you, Adam Driver's character, Mills, has to leave for an extended period of time to bring these people exploring. What are they exploring? We know that they are leaving their planet to explore somewhere and they land on Earth on accident. This is a crash landing. But the question is, what are y'all looking for? Who are all the people that are in these pods? Why is Adam Driver the only person who is qualified to take them? Why? Is it a company he works for? Is he in the military? Like those things are crucial things. Why doesn't this child that you're with speak any English? Do any of the people speak the same language as you? And we're all assuming that it's English, but because the way the movie is presented, but it could have been whatever language. Why y'all don't speak the same language? Is it nations that y'all are part of? And that stuff would help. And speaking of children, I have more questions about his own child in the film. What kind of sickness did she have? Now, I know some people might say that's an insignificant question to have. Just watch the movie, just accept that she's sick and da. Here's the reason why it's important. We are following a space traveling group of people that are traveling across the galaxy, presumably, right? They are moving from outside of our known solar system and they're coming in and they're traveling from planet to planet. If you have that level of technology, you can't tell me that you don't have the science to fix this girl. Like, what's wrong? Tell me. I don't know. We never know. All we know is that she's sick and he has to go. I guess that's enough, but then midway through the movie, you find out she actually already succumbed to the illness. And it's like, so what is he fighting so hard to get back for? I know at one point he seemed as if he was slightly suicidal, like he was about to take himself out. And my question then was like, what about your wife? Did that relationship just dissolve because the daughter died? Like, it's like things could be told to the audience that could keep us along. And I feel like we missed out on a lot of stuff. Ultimately, I think the ultimate problem with this is just the fact that they weren't really interested in building out the world outside of Earth. They were only interested in getting these characters to this place so we can have dinosaur shootouts. And that's cool. That's fine. That's enough to keep me watching. But it's not enough to make me say, man, I had a good time with this, because I don't feel like I did. I feel like it was a little bit of a chore to watch this and get all the way through it. More importantly than that, going back to the part I just mentioned about the dinosaurs and the dinosaur fights, dinosaur shootout, what kind of gun do you have? Like, there's no magazine to be loaded and it's no real projectile. So what's happening there? Like, y'all have that level of science again, but y'all can't fix whatever sickness is afflicting your child. Those things are important to know. Those things are, I feel like, crucial parts to get me invested. And I just wasn't. And I wasn't because y'all didn't really flesh out all the other stuff that goes on before getting on the ship and getting to Earth. Like, they didn't do a good job with that part. And if you took more time there and then gave us this dinosaur fighting film on the back end, it's like, yo, I can be with it. And if it made money, y'all could come back to that and say, these things are now gonna happen with these people at this time. We can fill in a bunch of blanks in human history, just keep on going back to the well. If we were successful once with the 65, we can do, 3 and 4 and all the different, you know what I'm saying? We could keep going back throughout human history and have these space travelers influencing humans. But nah, we didn't do any of that. We jumped on a ship and went straight to Earth on accident and fought dinosaurs for like 60 more minutes, which is, I didn't care for it. It wasn't the best film. Dropped the ball, missed some opportunities to do some cool stuff because they wanted to shoot dinosaurs. But those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And that's all I have for this one, y'all. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good.